We got company. Hey, my name is AJ Menendez, and this is my co-defendant, my partner in crime, Mr. Vinnie Marconi. You know, we live about 120 miles an hour, 125 miles away from each other.
Try 220.
Oh, yes, 220 miles away from each other, but once a week we get together via phone to broadcast our radio show called The Pit Stop on gshradio.com. The show is about living with addiction and recovery. Vinny, why don't you tell them how The Pit Stop came about?
Let's see. It was right after Thanksgiving 2013, and Greg of GSH Radio and I had a conversation, and I let him know that I was an addict in recovery and had been in recovery for 26 years at the time. And it gave him about 2 weeks, and he came back and asked for a show on something different because he had looked it up and couldn't find another show on recovery. Excuse me 1 minute. My coffee cup. Secret, sorry. He had asked me about doing a show on recovery and addiction because we couldn't find one, and he wanted to give back to the community a little bit. So thanks to Greg and Victor at GSH Radio and Rainbow411.com, I got on the horn with AJ and said, "Hey, Boo, you're an alcoholic. I'm an addict. They want a show on recovery. How about we do this?" And guess who said yes? Oh, God. AJ, why don't you tell them why we're not anonymous?
Okay. Most alcoholics and addicts, especially ones who are in some kind of a program, they choose to maintain their anonymity unless they have a reason to break it. Vinny and I are both entertainers, you know, and we work in life, and we decided that we weren't going to maintain our anonymity. We wanted to get it out there and share our own experience, strength, and hope so that we could tell our listeners, look, you can do anything you want to do. You can reach all those goals that you want to reach, and you don't have to drink or use drugs to do it. So that's why, you know, we chose not to maintain our anonymity. Everybody knows that this is the addict and I'm the drunk, and that's just who we are.
It's very true.
It's what we do.
We are not professional counselors. We don't do addiction recovery or alcoholics recovery or whatever. We're just a couple of idiots who did some stupid stuff in our lives, been there, done that, and we are here surviving without our chemical substances to help us get courage and try to get through life. We learned.
Why don't you tell them why you're here?
I am here in Jacksonville this weekend for Mr. AJ Menendez to receive his 4-year medallion. And it just so happens that July is both of our anniversary months, and I just might get myself my 27-year medallion.
He's old.
Very old. But we've been doing this quite a while, and we know it's not easy. And AJ is fairly a baby. So what we want to let you know is that if you work at your addiction, overcoming it, I do a lot of stuff. I research from the internet. I'll do psychologists and doctors and shrinks and all kinds of stuff.
He's the brain.
Yeah, and this is my translator to let you know exactly what it was I was supposed to try to tell you. So we worked on it that way. I give definitions. He lets you know what it actually means. So join us every Wednesday morning at Pit Stop, gshradio.com.
You can join us in the chat room. Just come out with us if you have any questions. We'll be more than glad to answer. You know, we can't cure you. You know, it's up to each individual to determine whether or not they have a problem, but our purpose is to give you an alternative way of thinking about addiction and to be very informative on how to get the help that you may or may not need. That's actually my sponsor.
You better go get that phone.
I'll be
Join
right
us
back.
every Wednesday.
Yes.
I'm going, guys. Bye.